Paul the Rapist in Montreal, courtesy of MainEventRadio.com. Always love when Paul the Rapist weighs in the women category. I was watching the Missy Hyatt You shoot, thank you, and she claimed that although she had slept in the same bed with you, she never had sex with you. But I don't buy it. Did you hit that? I hope so, because she's a fine piece of it.
Lying bitch. It matters what year. You know what I'm saying? It matters what year that they would admit to what they were doing. You know, in 1997, do you think I would admit that I was fucking Missy? No chance. I was still married.
Right.
Actually, I was still married because my lawyer fucked up. I got another girl knocked up who's 5 months pregnant right now, who's my girl. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to get married to her, but nobody wants to marry me because I got so much IRS problems. It's ridiculous. I mean, like $500,000, $750,000 IRS problems.
I'm sorry to hear that.
None of us ever paid the IRS. None of us.
You mean wrestlers?
None of us. Well, put it this way. My lawyer says to me, this is 1990, 1991. I know my lawyer since I was in 7th grade. My lawyer's like, listen. He goes, in Pennsylvania, you have no, he goes, I'm not supposed to tell you this, and obviously I won't say who my lawyers, but they can't put you in prison. They can't take your house. They won't take your cars. They won't take your motorcycles. They won't take nothing. They're not in the business of taking things. It's not like I'm Red Fox in California, where they're take all his mid-1955, this car, and sell it and all that. Pennsylvania, they won't do nothing. Then I found out I wanted to move to Salt Lake. He says, can't take a shit in Salt Lake either. I said, well, I want another house in Florida. Can't take a shit in Florida either. The worst they did was they leaned my house. I owned a house in Salt Lake that was worth like $300. I sold for like $379 or $479. I sold my house. This is when they had a lien on my house in Pennsylvania, which I ended up settling. I ended up settling $401,000 for $60,000.
Not a bad deal.
It's because my lawyer said, he goes, listen, you got to pay him until you really want to sell something. They're not taking your car. I had 7 cars, 3 motorcycles, fucking 3 houses. All they did was lean to one house. So he's like, well, listen, if you want to move on with your life, he goes, listen, we'll settle out. We'll give them the equity in the one house, which was like $60,000 or whatever. Give him $3,500 in cash. Washed.
Wow. All right, moving
the
on. The
IRS is easy. I'll give you an example. Last year, out of the top 1,000 people that made over $1 million, only 37 of them got audited. Just goes to show you, they ain't got the resources. They ain't worried about me.